This is a constant issue for the census. Negotiations between the United States and Iran have finally taken place. At 9:15 p.m. Korean time, the war ended and negotiations began. The negotiations in Islamabad, Pakistan were notable for their scale. The Iranian team had about 70 members, while the United States had around 300. It was a large-scale negotiation. This was the first direct negotiation between the United States and Iran after the war. Iran reportedly communicated its red lines to the United States in advance via Pakistan. First, the demands included control and sovereignty over the Strait of Hormuz, compensation for war damages, release of frozen Iranian assets, and a broad, lasting ceasefire covering the entire region. Iran also stated that all these conditions must be met before reaching a final agreement. There was an incident during the negotiation process. Several U.S. Navy ships attempted to cross the Strait of Hormuz. President Trump said the U.S. has started clearing mines in the Strait of Hormuz for countries like South Korea, China, and Japan. After Iran's strong warning, the attempt to breach the Strait of Hormuz was abandoned, and they reportedly withdrew to the Gulf. The Wall Street Journal later reported that 2 Arleigh Burke-class destroyers passed through the Strait of Hormuz.
The report said the 2 destroyers were there for mine-clearing operations. U.S. Central Command proceeded with plans to deploy underwater drones and more U.S. troops to continue those operations. It is known that the biggest difficulties during the negotiations were related to the Strait of Hormuz. It is reported that there were significant differences of opinion between the 2 sides regarding the blockade of the Strait of Hormuz. Iran rejected the joint control proposal with the United States and insisted on charging its own passage fees, reportedly causing significant conflict. Iran's state-run IRIB broadcast reported that the United States is showing an excessively hardline attitude in this round of talks as well. Tasnim news agency also reported major disagreements over the Strait of Hormuz. However, despite negotiating for more than 9 hours, they were not able to reach an agreement. Above all, according to Al Jazeera's report, this was reportedly due to the decision to release Iranian assets frozen by the United States. This was one of the 10 demands presented by Iran. It's still unconfirmed if the United States agreed to release the frozen Iranian assets. The remaining negotiations are set to continue tomorrow, but Israel believes they will ultimately fail.
If there's more news, I'll make and upload another video. Thanks for watching.